Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is a run through of some of my battles. I'm going to just go through what are my thought processes and then explain why I do certain things, and then I'll try and narrate the battles. Okay, so the first matchup, Shadow Feraligatr against Weezing. Weezing normally has two moves, Brutal Swing and Overheat as the charge moves, and then Fairy Wind as the fast move. Okay, so over here I was trying to bank a move, and I knew it was a Brutal Swing and Feraligatr can take the Brutal Swing, so I always try to go with energy advantage whenever there's a move that I can resist. Okay, so firing off the first Hydro Cannon first. Okay, then immediately trying to switch out to the Diggersby. So something that might not be known to beginners is that you can do something called farm down. Farm down meaning that when your opponent has a low HP, you can continuously press your fast move and then you can charge extra energy before the next matchup. Why I'm doing this is because Feraligatr can be used against a backline opponent, so I'm predicting that there's something that I can beat with Feraligatr. But in this case, now we face up against Malamar. Malamar is quite heavy hitting against Diggersby. Yeah, so at this point I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna do a superpower to try and either take my shield or take Diggersby out. Okay, so all my aim is basically to try and retake switch advantage because I already took down Weezing. I'm trying to ensure that I do as much amount of chip damage as possible onto the Malamar. And then after this, I'm gonna fire Scorching Sands, and then you'll see the switch timer expire. And then I'm gonna do a combo play with Feraligatr with a Hydro Cannon. So I'm gonna put pressure on this Malamar because at this point he has more shields than me, and now he doesn't. So he just fired off the superpower, so he is debuffed. And then now you see the debuff doesn't really kill my Diggersby, and then he comes out with Morpeko, and it's basically a wall to all of the Morpeko's moves. Yep, and then Clodsire will reach Earthquake, and the opponent will just quit after this. Okay, so this is in this match is basically focusing on energy advantage. I'm trying to store enough energy so that I am ready for the next matchup whenever it is. Okay, going into the next match. Okay, here we go, Feraligatr against Dragonite. Dragonite is not a very good opponent against Feraligatr, so my aim is just to store Hydro Cannon, and when he's gonna fire his Dragon Breath, try and catch. What is a catch to beginners is basically if you can predict when your opponent is gonna do his charge move, you catch his move onto a more tankier Pokemon that can resist his moves. And then basically what that does is it wastes his energy. So at this point you will notice that my Feraligatr has a move and his Dragonite doesn't, and then I'm putting pressure on his Dragonite by spamming the Fire Punch. Although it's resisted, but it's a Shadow Dragonite, so he takes higher damage overall, so it will still be quite pain for Diggersby against Dragonite. At this point I'm trying to retake switch advantage because I know that there's something in the back that I need to kill. So this is Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn actually is a core breaker to my team. Grass beats Feraligatr, Grass beats Diggersby, and Ferrothorn also resists Clodsire. So I'm just trying to spam as many moves as possible to Ferrothorn to make sure that all my energy goes towards this guy so that I make sure he gets taken out first. Yep, so basically using as much resources as I can to try and kill this Ferroton, and then the rest of the match is basically Dragonite, so I with the energy advantage on Feraligatr. Feraligatr is quite spammy, so you can store a lot of energy on Hydro Cannons, and you can reach the Hydro Cannon very fast. Okay, and this match, so you reach the Hydro Cannon before Clodsire reaches his Stone Edge with my energy head start. So I'm going to fire the first Hydro Cannon and then come in with my own Clodsire. Clodsire can take one Earthquake from its mirror. So basically, yeah, here I still do a catch. Yeah, so he's basically wasting his energy on Diggersby, and then there's no way he can defeat my Clodsire. Full HP versus a low HP Clodsire. Okay, that's for the second match. Yeah, so the second match is basically trying to play around and trying to bait out something that is a core breaker of this team. This team composition, Feraligatr, Diggersby and Clodsire, is weak to grass types that have poison coverage. So like Victory Bell, Venusaur, Ferroton is one of them. Yeah, so I'm trying to bait out. Okay, so in this third match, we are actually at a disadvantage. Ariados has Trailblaze, which is a grass move. Grass move hits hard on Feraligatr, so same thing. What I'm trying to do is to store and then catch. At this point I don't have to shield because none of his moves is very threatening. Yeah, and then I see Umbreon. Again, same thing, this is also a core breaker because his Umbreon is basically neutral to everything. So nothing on my team actually hits Umbreon very hard. So I gotta take this guy out. So although I also know that the Diggersby can resist all of Umbreon's moves, so I'm gonna charge and overfarm until up to 2 Scorching Sands, and I'm just going to try and fire all this energy at Umbreon. It's very unlikely that he'll shield because I think he's going to save shields for the rest of his team. So same thing, I won't shield as well. And then here you see another combo play. I'm just going to fire Scorching Sands. And previously you saw Scorching Sands has the attack drop step change. So same thing, and then combo play with Feraligatr again. And bring his health low, and then he can farm down with Feraligatr. Okay, here he switches out to Azumarill. Now I'm not in a very good scenario, so I'm just gonna do some chip damage to Azumarill. Try to bring his HP lower so that we can deal with the HP. We can deal with his HP better. Also, I do note that the previous two Pokemon, the Ariados has no energy, the Umbreon has very low HP, so I can farm down anybody with. I can use Umbreon to farm anybody. Yeah, and then just shield the play rough, and then try and spam as many Hydro Cannons as possible onto this Azumarill. Yeah, and then here, if you can count correctly, you can actually overfarm a little bit on the Hydro Cannon, but actually I just spam the next Hydro Cannon. At this HP range, you'll probably take him out. Yeah. And now we left the Ariados, and he hasn't seen my Clodsire yet. So same thing, catch again. So he didn't need to use like all his energy on Diggersby. Yeah, so I'm trying to catch on Diggersby so that I can come in fresh with Clodsire. And then this time he tried to catch, so that was a fail catch. And then now it's basically GG. Yeah. Okay, so the next game, Feraligatr lead against Dunsparce lead. Same thing, catch on Diggersby. This time the opponent did one more roll out. Okay, catch again, and now we face Azumarill. So Azumarill is basically Diggersby's counter. So same thing, I'm just gonna try and fire as many charge moves as possible. But in this case, I'm trying to take back switch advantage. I think. I got the attack drop. Okay, I know I can resist one ice beam. Okay, so I don't shield this one. I continue firing. And the pacing of Diggersby is actually faster than Azumarill. So I can fire off another move. And you see the switch timer has come up, so I'm coming back in with Clodsire. Now Azumarill has the attack drop from Scorching Sands, Diggersby's charge move. So I know I can take any kind of charge move from Azumarill and it doesn't do anything, although the Ice Beam is super effective. And now we face Clodsire against Dunsparce. Dunsparce actually has an advantage with Drill Run. Doesn't hit that hard, but I think it takes about 3 Drill Runs to kill Clodsire at this HP range. So I'm just going to overfarm a little bit and then fire the first Earthquake. And then react to what he does. So he doesn't shield this, so okay. The next Drill Run I have to shield. Okay, so we know there's a Dunsparce, there's a Azumarill, and then I just reviewed my Clodsire, so I don't know what's his last Pokemon. But he probably cannot kill Clodsire because he chose to bring out Dunsparce when he swapped out Azumarill. So I know Clodsire is quite valuable, so I'm just trying to preserve it as much as possible. And then farm up enough energy. And then come in with the catch again. Yeah, so you notice that my playstyle is that I use a lot of catches to be able to read the opponent, because I want to ensure that my next Pokemon is able to switch in, and then the switch timer when it expires, I can choose when to exit if I get locked in a disadvantage battle. Yeah. Okay, 2 shields now. Azumarill against Feraligatr. I think I can resist one play rough, but this Hydro Cannon will probably kill Feraligatr. Sorry, will probably kill Azumarill, so he has a shield. So I took away his shield. So I almost had a Hydro Cannon, but he got to, I think, a play rough first. So he's gonna fire off his play rough, but it will not kill Feraligatr, so I still have a bit of HP. Now come in with Clodsire to farm down the Azumarill. And notice Clodsire has a lot of energy, right? So I'm going to first fire off the Earthquake. And notice actually I have second Earthquake coming even faster than his. So previously I farmed down, because of the farm down I am able to bank a bit of energy on Clodsire, and then previously as well I stored some energy on Clodsire at the beginning.